Hey, this is John Classic, and we've been talking about playing the C major scale, more specifically playing everywhere in the key of C all over your neck. And then we talked a little bit about how to practice the C major scale for technique, mostly in one position. Today now we're going to talk about shifting between positions, and this is something that I think that's maybe put off a little bit too much in musical education for whatever reason. I don't know why that happens, but a lot of people kind of get stuck practicing a C major scale or any major scale sort of up and down in one position. And then they get into a playing situation, and then that's kind of like all they can really do. They have trouble moving between positions because they haven't spent time in the practice room practicing that. And in order to create good musical phrases, we find that we often have to do a lot of shifting. You know, we have to train our fingers to move around the neck. So let me show you how to practice shifting in the most basic, straightforward way. So I can play a C major scale. And then when I get to the end of this scale in this position, I'm on C on the 5th fret. My pinky's on C. Now I'm going to bring my first finger all the way up to this D. So again, I get to the end of that scale. And then I play the next note on that string, D natural. Then 3rd finger on E, pinky on F, 1st finger on G, 3rd finger on A, 1st finger on B, 2nd finger on C, pinky on D, back down, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Okay? And I can do the same thing on all the strings. I'm not going to tell you all the notes, but because you can kind of work this out by yourself. But I'm just showing you so you get the idea. And you would think that you would never really be able to play fast and clean and get a good sound if if I play this C major scale and I got to move this first finger all the way from back here to here. You would think that I wouldn't be able to do that, but you can. You can really get away with it. And if you play that, you find. You can play those shifts just as fast as you can play in one position. So the goal of this is kind of to break the fear of jumping, making those huge jumps, because you can actually do them and play just as fast and just as clean and get just as good a sound as if you were in one position. And you'll find that if you spend too much time, like, I used to learn solos and I would really make an effort to try to keep everything in one position, and you end up kind of ending up with awkward fingerings and weird stretches. And when you kind of break the fear of shifting between your positions, you'll find that a lot of your fingering ends up being a lot easier in the long run. So that's it for today. Just practice the C major scale like we discussed in each position individually, but then also practice your shifts. That's it. Till next time, have fun playing bass.